Hello students, a very warm welcome to today's session of our YouTube series. In this particular lecture, we will be taking a look at several questions of your UGC NET Paper 2 English Literature, which happened on 21st of August 2024, right? So shift 1 के questions को in this particular series that I have brought forth for you, उन questions को धीरे धीरे we'll try to take a look at, we'll try to deal with all the questions here, right? So कुछ questions, कुछ parts में I will be bringing forward. So without any further ado, let's just take a look at the first question that we have for the same. Who among the following published a series of essays titled The New Criticism? What should be the right answer to this question? You guys can take some time, take a moment to reflect on or ponder about कि इसका आंसर क्या हो सकता है. Is it John Crowe Ransom, William K. Wimsatt Jr., Monroe Beardsley, or Alan Tate? What should be the right answer to this question? All of these people are majorly linked to your, this particular field, which is known as New Criticism. But किसने essays The New Criticism by the name publish करे थे? The right answer, you can pause if you feel like taking extra time. The right answer to this question is option A, that we have John Crowe Ransom is one such person attributed to writing a series of essays related to New Criticism, coining the term as well. ठीक है, तो इनके वर्क जो न्यू क्रिटिसिज्म है, it was published in the year 1941. Now what are the thought processes of the new critics? They are the ones who are saying that the context of a particular writer is not important, rather the text itself is really very important. You don't need to have any sort of biographical detail to understand, because you might get biased, right? So बिना किसी writer के, बिना किसी चीज के background के, if you are reading a particular poem, if you are reading a particular sort of a story, you will try to analyze it for the text itself, rather than analyzing it कि oh my god, this is my favorite writer, but इन्होंने बड़ा not so good work लिखा है. Still, because I am biased towards my writer, I can say कि हाँ जी अच्छा लिखा है. So the new critics say, do away with the biographical details, but rather focus on the text and form for itself. ठीक है? Other works by John Crowe Ransom are The World's Body 1938 and God Without Thunder, an Orthodox Defense of Orthodoxy in the year 1965. All the three works that I have provided here are related to your field of literary theory or criticism as well, right? So you can note down this extra piece of information too. Next question that we have here is, you're supposed to match the cultural critic and a theorist with their works that are provided here. Right, I'll be showing you the names of the options in the next slide as well. What should be the right answer to this question? What should be the right answer to this particular question that we have? These are your options here. The right answer is option C, that is A2, B3, A2, B3, C1, right? Frederick Jameson with postmodernism and Richard Hoggart with the uses of literacy. So option C is the right answer to this question. Now in the work Preface to Film, अगर पहले एक बार years देख लेते हैं. From Preface to Film is an essay written by Raymond Williams. Now with Raymond Williams, if you try to think about, इन्होंने बहुत important works लिखे हैं, Marxism and literature, so on and so forth, we get to see that he was a person who was associated with the field of cultural materialism, and then later on we see cultural studies as a different sort of a discipline that appeared. In the work From Preface to Film, Raymond Williams is trying to tell all of us that how film जो है as a media, ठीक है, film as how things are going to be presented using, it's a mix of film and culture, how it impacts the audience together. ठीक है, how film as a medium to reach out to audience, to show how the society is there, how it impacts. This is From Preface to Film. One Dimensional Man, Studies in the Ideology of Advanced Industrial Society by Herbert Marcuse in the year 1964. Please इनके years note down कर लेना, बहुत important है. Herbert Marcuse, through his work One Dimensional Man, is trying to criticize the idea that how technology has made people basically वो कहना चाह रहे हैं that yes, of course, technology is something which has made a man only one dimensional, that he cannot analyze or think critically about society or anything that's happening around. You have just become a consumer rather than contributing as actively or participating in what is happening around the world. तो man जो है वो एक one dimensional man बन के रह गया है, जहाँ पे he is not at all critically analyzing the situations around him or her. The Uses of Literacy में, which is written by Richard Hoggart in 1957, is one of the foundational texts if we try to talk about cultural studies. तो 2-3 core texts में से ये तो एक important है ही है. इसमें he is trying to talk about literacy and also talking about literacy and the working class people together. क्योंकि cultural studies में अगर हम देखते हैं as a discipline, it also emerged talking about the working class as well. Postmodernism or the cultural logic of late capitalism, Frederick Jameson, how he is trying to show that how media, how postmodernist stance. What is a postmodernist stance? Ambiguity. चीजें एक नहीं है. There is no objective truth. There is plurality that is there, and that plurality should be, celebrated. Cultural Logic of Late Capitalism is the subtitle that you see to the work Postmodernism or the Cultural Logic of Late Capitalism by Frederick Jameson. Next question. Who among the following observed that the artistic critic, like the mystic, is an antinomian always? The right answer to this question is option B, that is Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde ने अपने work, which was titled as The Artist as Critic, sorry. The Critic as Artist, उस particular work में this the Critic as Artist वाले work में इन्होंने जो था उसको करा था. Intentions, it was the first title that was given, published in 1891. The Critic as Artist है, यहीं पे लिख लो, not the artist as critic. The Critic as Artist is the name of the essay that he is associated with. Pura quote goes like this: the artistic critic, like the mystic, is an antinomian always. Antinomian, contradictory. To be good according to the vulgar standard of goodness, कि जो goodness society ने already हमें एक standard set करी है कि ये करोगे तो good होगा ये वो, is obviously quite easy. It merely requires a certain amount of sordid terror, a certain lack of imaginative thought, and a certain low passion for middle class respectability. What is he trying to say basically is that goodness is something which has been preached by society, but goodness could be in any form. He is trying to compare, he says कि एक artist और एक critic, एक mystic और एक critic जो है, both of them they work in contradictions. ठीक है, अगर एक आर्टिस्ट जो है, अगर एक क्रिटिक है, ही इज ट्राइंग टू एनालाइज थिंग्स इन अ मोर critical stance or nuance. On the other hand, an artist or a mystic is going to be a mystic on the other hand. So critic versus a mystic. Mystic is somebody who is maybe going to think about things in a more philosophical stance, in a more descriptive stance, which is not based on rationale, which is not based on reason. So उस contradiction को he is trying to talk about in the work The Critic as an Artist. इसको original title दिया गया था The True Function and Value of Criticism. Next, Agatha Christie, a contemporary writer, in the correct chronological order you are supposed to arrange her works. The right answer to this question is option D here, DEBAC. देखते हैं एक बारी. D, The Mysterious Affair at Styles, 1920-21. UK में it was इस time पे, US में इस time में. Then Murder of Roger Ackroyd, 1926. Murder at Orient Express, 1934. Death on the Nile, this again UK and US version. And then Sparkling Cyanide in the year 1945. So these are certain important works of Agatha Christie, जिनमें से कुछ works की summary ये और ये इनकी summaries जो है you guys can read as per your homework. right? Moving on to the next question, according to MLA handbook, the mechanics of prose refers to technical questions that writers must follow. इनमें क्या क्या mechanics आते हैं? The right answer, so MLA stands for, you will tell me that particular thing in the comment section. What is the full form of MLA? MLA जो है usually English literature में या बाकी अगर हम कुछ humanities के subjects होते हैं जिनमें we get to see, this is a style of referencing. How, if you are writing a research paper, how you should be referencing the writers as well. कोई books, journals, quotes, articles, digital objects आप use कर रहे हो, how are you going to cite them in your paper? तो उसमें प्रोज, मैकेनिक्स ऑफ प्रोज में कौन कौन सी चीजें आती हैं? ऑप्शन बी इज द राइट आंसर हियर, स्पेलिंग, पंक्चुएशन, कैपिटलाइजेशन, स्टाइल ऑफ नंबरिंग. अपार्ट फ्रॉम दैट हमारे पास स्पेलिंग तो है ही, स्पेलिंग है, पंक्चुएशन है, ठीक है, वी गेट टू सी कैपिटलाइजेशन एज वेल, कैपिटलाइजेशन, नंबरिंग इज ऑल्सो देयर. But apart from that, italics, names of individuals, titles, quotations, these should also be taken care of. All these mechanics of prose have been given in chapter 3 of your MLA handbook. You can note down the other options as well. कि italics का भी ध्यान रखना है, names of individuals का भी ध्यान रखना है, titles of works in research papers and quotations as well, apart from the 4 things which are already given in your question paper. All right. And with this, we come to the end of this session wherein we solved several questions which were related to your shift 1 of 21 August 2024 English Literature paper 2. I'll bring certain more questions like this in this particular series. Stay tuned with me. Thank you so much. Keep on studying. Have a good day. Bye-bye.